I mean, it's special, obviously, be able to play one this early. Just coming off my first actual game, the first home opener, now first Monday night game. So it's going to be special, but at the end of the day, it's another game. You're just playing later on in the week.
So you're also going up against a quarterback. I know you don't face him, but Joe Burrow, you following LSU. What? First of all, have you talked to him recently, and what's that going to be like, just kind of facing him in the game after following at LSU?
No, I haven't talked to him recently. I wish him nothing but the best in his success over in Cincinnati, what he's done so far, what he did for the state of Louisiana. So it's big for the whole state of Louisiana to see both of us go up against each other on Monday night.
It doesn't come up because we can't control their emotion or their energy for that, but what we can control, it's going to be an awesome environment, crowd noise and that, and so that's one of the things that we'll have to do a really good job of handling, because if you can handle that part, then it allows, more normal playing field to go. But I think when you get in the games, man, everybody's desperate to win, and you're battling your asses off for it, and so whether they were 2-0 or 0-2, I sensed that we would get the same hard, tough, really good performance from Cincinnati. That's kind of who they are. They're a really good team, and so sometimes the really good teams, and there's a record here where they are just 2 games in. Would you expected them to have 2 losses? Probably not, but that's where it is. And once 8 o'clock or whatever comes, like, you're not thinking about records. Like, you're just thinking about how do we go win, and we're really pumped to go battle with them, and we got respect for them, but we'll be ready to fight as well.
In week 1 with Terry, he didn't get the ball until kind of midway through the third quarter for the first time. This week, you were able to get the ball into his hands a little bit earlier, but not for a lot of yards. How can you balance getting the ball to your explosive players and getting them the ball in explosive situations?
Yeah, well, I would say try to move Terry around into different spots, which is important because he is, has that playmaking ability. So you want to find the spots to go. As we're going just into our second, full lap together, there'll be more ops for him, and we need them to be. What you don't want to do is force the ones that aren't there, and make sure, even though in a certain route he may be the primary read, but if that one's taken away, that you don't force that one and go to somewhere else.
Moving on to the injury report for today, starting off with us, of course. Clelin Ferrell still dealing with that knee injury, so he did not practice today as in Thursday. We started practice today because we play on Monday night, so we're going to practice today, Friday, and Saturday. So Clelin Ferrell didn't practice today, but I wouldn't be worried about him. He played last week, still dealing with that knee injury, so he should be fine for this week. Maybe they're just giving him some rest. Obviously, Forbes, he had thumb surgery last week, so he didn't practice today. We could see him out there maybe in a week or two. Maybe they put a sling over that thumb, but we shall see. Johnny Newton, he got some rest today with that foot injury. He's going to be fine, though. He's going to play on Monday night. Quinn said himself that they're going to give Johnny Newton more snaps on his pitch count. He only played 12 snaps on Sunday against the Giants, so they're going to give him more on Monday night versus the Bengals. Dorrance Armstrong, dealing with a chest injury, was limited. He should be fine. I have no worries about him. Hopefully, he can get some pressure on Joe Burrow on Monday night. He hasn't really done much over the first 2 weeks, which a little underwhelming because we did give him $11 million per year this offseason in free agency. But hopefully, him, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, they can pick up the pace. Zach Ertz got some rest today, so he's a limited participant. Quan Martin, dealing with a hamstring injury, was dealing with it last week. I think Friday, actually, he was added to the injury report last week with that hamstring injury, but he did play on Sunday, and he should be fine for Monday night's game. He was a limited participant. Next up, you have Benjamin St. Juste with a groin injury. He was limited today, so that's a little concerning. I mean, I think he should still play on Monday night. He was limited with a groin injury. It's only Thursday, so we'll see if he practices in full tomorrow. I think he will, or maybe he's limited again. Maybe they just want to, be cautious with him. But I think he should be good for Sunday night's game. But not having Benjamin St. Juste out there for Monday night's game would be, did I say Sunday night? I'm sorry if I said Sunday night, y'all. Monday night's game, it's kind of confusing having practice today because obviously we play on Sunday, and we start practice on Wednesday. But today's Thursday, and we started practices today. But going back to St. Juste, he was a limited participant today. I think he should still play on Monday night. But if he doesn't, then, man, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, by the way, he was a limited participant today. We're going to get to him in a second. But I think he will play on Monday night. when an injured player sees Washington next up on their schedule, they instantly be healed. Like, it's crazy, bro. I would expect T. Higgins to play against us on Monday night, so don't be surprised if he does. So it will be him, obviously Jamar Chase, and they're already licking their chops looking at the guys they have to go up against. I mean, Benjamin St-Juste, he was pretty good against the Giants. He had 6 total tackles, 3 pass deflections, 4 forced incompletions, and 1 forced fumble on Devin Singletary, which kind of changed the tide of the game. So he was good on Sunday versus the Giants, but he's going up against Jamar Chase and or T. Higgins this week, man. So going to be a challenge for him. And if he's out, then it will be Michael Davis replacing him. And we already know how Malik Neighbors did Michael Davis last week, so don't want to see him out on the field again. If Benjamin St-Juste plays, it'll probably be him and Noah Igbenogany as our starting quarterbacks, which I wouldn't mind. As long as Michael Davis isn't out there, then I'm good. But hopefully Benjamin St-Juste plays, because if he doesn't, could be a long day for the secondary. And then Brandon Coleman, he's dealing with an ankle injury, but he was a full participant today. Moving on to the Bengals, B.J. Hill, hamstring injury, did not practice today. Tanner Hudson, tight end, knee injury, did not practice today. Sheldon Rankins, defensive tackle, hamstring injury, did not practice today. Mike Gesicki, tight end, calf injury. That's pretty interesting right there. He was a limited participant today. Von Bell, he has a back injury, was limited. T. Higgins, obviously with that hamstring injury, limited, but I think he will play. Like, he was a limited participant today. Last week, I think he did not practice at all. Or maybe he did practice one day, but he was probably limited. But he didn't play last week anyways. He hasn't played at all this season. But you already know, like, players, like I said, they just be instantly healing when they see Washington next up on their schedule. So don't be surprised if T. Higgins plays on Monday night against us. And then you have Chris Jenkins, thumb injury, limited. Amarius Mims, pectoral, limited. And then Joe Burrow, right wrist, he was full. So Joe Burrow, he's going to be fine. He's going to play against us. So those are the Bengals injuries. Not much to take away from this. Now, their defensive tackles, their starting defensive tackles are probably going to be out for this game. So their run defense isn't great to start off with. But now with their defensive tackles out, hey, man, Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler, they could go crazy. I feel like they will have a really good game. They will both have really good games against the Bengals on Monday night, and especially if their starting defensive tackles are out, but we shall see. So that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm on the road to 4,000 subscribers, so if you could hit that sub button, I really appreciate it. Comment down below whether or not you're even concerned about any of the guys on our injury report. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out.